Hi there, welcome to another common errors in English class. And we have come so far, we have treated a lot of errors, most of them very, very funny ones, and most of them very hard to change, or also hard to, start correcting yourself. But nevertheless, doing the right thing is always worth it. Saying the right thing also is always worth it. So that's the essence of this class, like I said in the beginning of the videos where we started. So please, if you have not watched our previous videos, kindly go back and watch these videos. You'd enjoy them. I promise you that, right? And of course, the aim of this video is to help you speak better, to know right from wrong, even though sometimes some people can be so very, very frustrating and you have to, speak in the language you understand, right? But the whole essence is that you know the right thing and use it appropriately, especially when you are talking to people who also might understand, these errors and the right ones, okay? So today we're going to be looking at another one, knickers and shorts. Knickers and shorts. Now, people think that they are the same thing. Some people think they are different. Some think that one side is British, one is British, one is American. Well, let's look at it. Let's look at this example. My boys wear knickers to church on Sundays. My boys wear knickers to church on Sundays. And then we have my boys wear shorts to church on Sundays. If you check your dictionary carefully, you will discover that the word knickers, I'm going to blow some people's mind now. The word knickers is a piece of women's underwear, right? While shorts or boxers is for male, or while boxers or shorts is for male. But in Nigeria, it's knickers we call it. We call it knickers, or my knicker. Let's say it in the local accent. It's my knicker, right? Some of us say boxers, right? Very few of us say shorts, right? So, but in the dictionary, according to the Oxford Dictionary, knickers are for men. Sorry, for women, right? It's part of their underwear, while shorts or boxers is for guys. So from today, know that anytime you say knickers, it belongs, or you're referring to the underwear of a female. Okay, so knickers doesn't apply to males, it's just shorts and boxers. So the right thing to say is that my boys wear shorts to church on Sundays. All right, let's look at the next one. Knickerbockers or knickerboggers. Now, there are some things that people say and they are wondering, where did they get this thing from? Do we actually know? Okay, let me just say some people. There are some things we say that we just picked up from God knows where, and we just started saying it. We never actually paid attention to how these things are spelled. What was the right pronunciation, right? Because if you even know the spelling first, you know that, this thing is pronounced this way, right? And you can't even know the pronunciation if you don't even actually know the original spelling, right? Or even how it is used, not to talk about how it is used, right? So let's look at this, knickerbockers or knickerbockers. I know some of you don't even know what knickerbockers are, but that's why we're in this class, okay? So let's look at it. Let's look at an example. Bola has decided to wear a pair of knickerbockers to his birthday party, and Bola has decided to wear a pair of knickerbockers to his party. Now, what are knickerbockers, or what some people call knickerbockers? Knickerbockers are short, loose trousers or pants that fit tightly just below the knee, right? Knickerbockers. Like we said earlier, knickers refer to underwears of the women. They are panties, right? I did not say they are pants. I said they are panties, right? They are underwears, okay? So it also applies to you that knickers or knickerbockers refer to ladies. It's just another, way of saying knickers. Another variation of what knickers is basically, right? So knickerbockers are those tights, above the knee, tight above the knee, shorts, loose, they are short, loose trousers or pants that fit tightly below the knee, okay? They are called knickerbockers, right? They are short, loose trousers or pants that fit tightly just below they are loose, not tight, sorry. They are loose, but they are just they fit tightly below the knee. So they're probably loose here, and when it gets below the knee, they get tighter. Do you get the point? So that's what a knickerbockers is. I don't know if if the image will be available on the screen, but if it is, good luck for you. If it isn't, just try to look at your dictionary and see what knickerbockers are. All right. The next one we'll be looking at is the word loose and lose. Loose and lose. Now, you'd notice that I'm pronouncing it differently. That's because I know how to pronounce it differently. I know the difference between the two of them, but and that's why I'm pronouncing it differently, so that you know that, oh, even from the pronunciation, they are different. Okay, so we have loose and lose. Loose and lose. They are both correct, but they cannot be used in the same. They don't mean the same thing, and of course cannot be used in the same situations. Now look at this. If you are not careful, you will lose your cap. If you are not careful, you will lose your cap, right? Loose, L-O-O-S-E, is an adjective that means something that is not firmly fixed or not tied together, right? So she wears a loose trousers or a loose skirt, or her shoes, the lace of her shoes are loose, right? So loose is something that's not tied together or not fixed together. It is free, right? While to lose, L-O-S-E, means to not able to find something, unable to find something or somebody, right? So it's the present tense of lost, right? So we have I lost my husband in the crowd, right? You will lose, right? So is it present or future now? Figure it out. That's for your English, you know. So lose is one of the variations of, or the tenses of lost, right? So you will lose your mother if you keep acting this way, right? It's different from loose. So loose is regarding things that are not tight, L-O-O-S-E, things that are not tight. But lose is to lost something or to unable to find something, okay? So that's the difference. So you don't lose something, you lose something, right? So, but if it has to do with the lace of your shoe, you know, your belt, you could loosen your belt, right? Or untie your shoelace, right? Loosen your shoe, or loosen her hair, right? That's basically the difference between loose and lose. Now, you have to be able to pronounce these things well. Loose and lose. So I'm not saying the first one is s, and the other one is z. Loose and lose. All right. The next one we're going to be talking about is lay an example or set an example. Okay. You know, one of the things that make people, especially us Nigerians, to make grammatical errors is the incessant urge and incessant unnecessary urge to try to sound professional, right? Some of the most simple things are the best way to sound professional, because what's the point of trying to sound professional and in the end saying something that is absolutely wrong or an error? There's no point, right? So just basically stick to the simple things. Don't try to add to what you don't even know about, right? And I understand that you want to be better, you want to be above average, but sometimes don't overdo it, right? So let's see the difference. He sets an example to other students, and he lays an example to other students. When it comes to examples, you cannot lay them, you can only set them. You set examples, you don't lay examples. All right, so that is basically, I don't know where they got the idea of lay from, but you only set examples. Chickens lay eggs, or you lay down, right? You lay down to sleep, to lie down, okay? You lay down. You don't lay an example, you set an example, okay? The next one we're looking at is lay bare or lay bar. Lay bar or lay bare. Now, I heard somebody once say, I laid it bar on the ground. It was laid bar. I just poured everything for, no, calm down, right? Let's look at this example. Every aspect of their private lives has been laid bar, or every aspect of their private lives have been laid bare. To lay bare means to make something that was secret open, or to show something openly, right? Something that was covered or hidden, to show it openly. That's what it means to lay bare, right? The word lay bare, I don't know where they got it from, but to lay bare means to open something, that was secret or hidden to the open, to bring it to the open, right? So the right statement, or the correct one there, is every aspect of their private lives have been or has been laid bare. All right, every aspect of their private lives has been laid bare. It has been open. It has been brought to the open. Okay. The next one we're looking at is lie or lay. Lie or lay. Lie or lay. Lie or lay. Let's look at these examples before we trash it. He lied on my bed. He lay on my bed. Now, the word lie can function both as a noun and a verb, right? So he told a lie. Noun, the ability of not saying the truth, right? And lie, to lie down, right? To, a position that is usually on the floor, right? Okay. So basically, when it talks about a lie, it's a statement that is not true, a lie, right? It is otherwise called falsehood. Falsehood. But when you lay, to lay is to be in a flat position or a surface that you are not standing. You are basically not standing. So you can be, he lies on his back, right? So the past, present participle. Okay, look at this image on your screen, or this table on your screen. So we have the present tense, we have the past tense, we have the past participle, and we have the present continuous. Okay, so the present tense is lie. Okay. Now we're treating it as, lie, falsehood, right? When you're lying, right, as a noun, lie, lying as a noun, or lying as a verb. So when you are lying, it means you are telling a lie, okay? Now that's telling a lie as a noun. Now we're treating it as a verb, okay? So let's look at it. So lie as in falsehood, as in lying. The present tense is lie, okay? The past tense is laid. The past tense is lied. We're talking of lie as falsehood, as telling a lie. So the present tense is lie. The past tense is lied. The past participle is still lied. The present continuous is lying, right? Lying. Now let's look at lie as, a flat lie, staying in a flat position that you are not standing. Okay. So the present tense is lie. The past tense is lay. The past participle is laid, and the present continuous is lying. So you can see from this table why it is so much difficult to differentiate how to use lie, lay, lie, lying, laid, right, and all of them. It's because if you know that lie can be both noun and verb, it'll be much easier, right? But looking at it in the verb forms, there are even two forms of lie being a verb. Lying as in telling a lie, and lying, or lie as in telling a lie, and lie as in, staying in a position where you're not standing, usually on the floor, on a flat surface, right? So lie as falsehood is present tense, lie. Past tense, lied. Past participle, lied. Past or present continuous is what? Lying. Then we have lie as, a position. We have to lie. Lie is present tense. Past tense is what? Is lay, right? To lay. Then past perfect is laid. Then past, or rather present continuous, is lying. I'll take it again. Lie, lay, laid, lying. That's for the verb lie as in a position. Okay, so that is the difference. So in this, it is what? He lay, right, on my bed. Not he lied on my bed. Okay, that would mean something entirely different. He laid on my bed. Let's look at this example. Let's look at this, another common error. Do you like to see my wife? Okay, the common error is between like and want. Like and want. Of course, they are both correct words used in different situations. But look at this example. Do you like to see my wife? And do you want to see my wife? They mean different things, okay? But what we're looking at the meaning. If you are trying to say, are you expecting to see my wife, right? we're trying to look at the one that suggests the meaning, are you expecting to see my wife? So let's look at it. Do you like to do something is used. It means, do you enjoy that habitual action? Do you enjoy that recurring action? However, when you say, do you want to do something, it is, do you wish to do it now? Are you expecting to do it now? Do you have plans to do it now? Right? That's what the difference now. So the one correct for this sentence as to mean, are you expecting to do something now, or do you wish to do it now, is, do you want to see my wife? Not, do you like to see my wife? Okay? Now, we have treated the difference between like and want. Let's look at the difference between like and love. Now, even the dictionary defines them differently, right? But let's look at them as regards this sentence. Everybody loves their new house. Everybody likes their new house, right? Let's look at another group of examples. All children like their parents. All children love their parents. Everybody loves their new house. Everybody likes their new house. And all children like their parents. All children love their parents. Now let's create a distinction between this thing called like and love. Okay? Now this is for you people that are in a relationship or aspire to be in a relationship. Now, when you like somebody or something, you are saying you find them pleasant and attractive. But if you love someone or something, you are saying you have a very strong feeling of affection for someone or towards someone or something. Both like and love are used for persons and or things, right? But semantically, when we say semantically, meaning-wise, they are different from each other, right? Love is said to be stronger and much more passionate than like, even though it depends on the person using them, right? So one person may love summer evenings or love the rainy season, right? And another may like the dry season, right? One may love this dry season, another may like the summer season. So whichever you use, it's correct, but it just means something. One of them means something deeper and stronger and more passionate than the other. So if I say I so love the rainy season, it's different from, it passes a different message when I say I like the rainy season. Okay? So you get the difference. So you have to understand what you're saying. Like is basically the fact that you find something attractive or pleasant. Love is a very strong, deep feeling, right? A passionate feeling that you feel towards someone or something. That's love and that's like. So you have to know the difference. Basically, that's where we'll put a stop to it for this class. And in the next class, we'll continue on the common errors in English. Okay? So I'll see you in the next class.